And we're live.
We are live. Hello, everyone.
Hey, people.
Welcome to episode. Never mind.
Episode is
Of
it?
Ask. I think it's 13, or 13 or 14. I lost count. Of Ask Azaria.
Oh,
I am
goodness.
Chi. I am your host, and I am Cupnerdos on Twitter and Instagram, and I am joined by two of our very wonderful players. If you could please introduce yourselves.
To me or you, Roy? Okay, fine, it's me. Hey, people. My name is Throwaway Doodles. And my name is Throwaway Doodles, and I am the man with a bad internet plan. I play as Blaze, the rogue human. And you can find me on Twitter as @ThrowawayDoodles. You can find me retweeting a lot of stuff, and post the occasional art. So yeah, that's it for me.
Yeah.
Up to you, my guy.
So hi, I'm Roy. I play Wind Chimes, the Kenku monk in Azaria. And it's nice to be here, I guess. I don't have socials. I want to share.
Yeah. Yes, thank you so much for joining me. In particular, we don't have you two very often, so thank you so much for joining me.
That's why I'm terrified.
It's like,
why are you terrified? No, don't be terrified.
It's like my mom has guests over, and then she decides to pull me out of my room and say, "Hey, look, you gotta interact with the guests," and I'm like, "Oh gosh."
Yes.
play a song for us. God.
Notoriously shy. Yes.
Yes.
Felt that. But, it's mostly going to be talking about D&D, and that's a little easier to talk about than yourself, I think. It's like,
or confronting your mom's friends or something like that.
yeah,
where they say, "Ang laki mo na," or something like that. God, I'm not speaking from experience, specific, oddly specific.
Oddly specific, yes. But no, we will be talking about our D&D characters today. So, more specifically, of course, Blaze and by extension, Victor. And Wind Chimes. Are we going to be talking about Victor? Hey, yo, is Victor dead? No.
Is Victor
Okay, we'll get to the theorizing of that later, right? Okay, for now, like I mentioned, we need to do a brief recap because so many things have happened, as in so many, that we need to kind of sit down and talk about it all. And of course, I can't tell you to narrate what happened while you guys were deafened, of course. So I'm gonna ask you, can you narrate or give us a brief recap of what's happened over the past few sessions in the perspective of your characters? Should I do a coin flip to see who should go first?
I think Roy should go first because he's the one who's a bit more present.
Fair enough. Yeah, would you like to go first?
So after the surprising murder of Vaughn, King Vaughn...
Oh, we're gonna start off there, okay.
I mean, that's where the session started.
Yeah, that's where that session
started.
You're
right.
After the surprising appearance of Aster's daddy, apparently, and Vaughn's apparent impalement by daddy. Sorry, okay, never mind.
Daddy Vane? No!
Never mind. So Vane shows up and he paralyzes the whole table. Essentially the whole table, aside from Hayden. But Hayden was command person, so the whole table couldn't do anything. Vaughn was killed by Aster's dad, and the session starts with the aftermath where Vaughn is, I don't know, this was super not clear. First, like the previous session before, he turned into the green anime orbs and then he started floating. And then apparently last session there is a body now.
There's a body that they burned.
So
I think
that's not
you guys realized
thought
it was the clothes that got burned.
Yeah.
So that implies
it's like a ceremonial thing.
That Vaughn's spirit is naked.
Okay, I mean,
why are you thinking about this, Chi?
Because I was thinking, I said this in chat before. Like I said this. Sorry to interrupt you, Roy, but like I said this in chat, right? If he's naked and Von's spirit is in Spade's head, is Von naked?
No, it's like those anime scenes where they're naked but they don't have groins.
Yeah, it's like a magical girl transformation where they have to be naked, but like
they're not naked.
God. They're like in a full
Anyway.
body flesh suit.
Yeah,
something like that. Actually, that sounds like a good.
Azaria behind the scenes where everybody's like putting on their makeup, rehearsing their lines, having their props.
Okay, Vaughn. So, being
what
shows up
happens,
here,
Vaughn.
and
You gotta put on
get
this.
impaled by the daddy.
As that walks in, he's like the director. He's got the director's hat. You put this on, Vaughn. Put this on.
Oh my god.
And Vaughn's like, do I really have to do it? Really? Like, yes, you have to be naked, but not naked.
You want to be naked in front of the kid? No, I don't think so. But yes, when chimes continue.
Okay, so yeah. So after Vaughn was killed, we were left essentially to our own devices, and essentially wind chimes and Spade left together, going who knows where, doing who knows what, just
monk stuff.
No, just like, when you have like a rough day and you just walk and shit, something like that.
Yeah.
So apparently,
That's pretty cool.
during one of our walks, while Spade and Windchime were walking, a little girl approaches both of us, and at first I thought it was Vane's daughter. I was gonna be like, "Fuck, man, not like this."
I don't know how to talk to dead people's kids.
But it's not. It wasn't. It was a random child who
I don't
who
think it's
apparently
really random.
No, it
Called
was
you
it
an
was
Arrow.
it was a random child, but the person who set the child wasn't really that random, you could say. So
Yeah.
the child comes bearing a message, not necessarily a message, a message, comes bearing a message from Windshine's still teacher, Dr. Nero, and he was given a flower. I forgot the name of the flower because it's not that memorable. I don't know.
Begonia.
Begonia,
It's a
yeah.
begonia.
Begonia. So
there you go.
he was given a begonia
thought.
by Dr. Nero, which would signify something. And
Natatawa si
Since-
Dudes na mag-isa.
Yes,
Since,
sorry guys.
Dr. Nero,
No, it's
Dr.
alright.
Nero has been noted to be. I mean, Windchimes knows Dr. Nero to be very cryptic in sense, a very cryptic period. So, he assumed that it was a message for him, probably, or news of some sort. And thanks to Zeb and his love of using fucking exhaustion.
Oh my god. He's used exhaustion more than any other DM that I've ever played with.
He loves using exhaustion, so Windchimes could not figure out what the message was. And that's basically where Windchimes and Spade's story basically end, you could say. And the next time we see them is together in the really nice, really dramatic funeral setting on the cliff near the water.
Damn. But yes. Would you like to add anything past that, or shall we move on to Blaze's recap?
I mean, we could do Blazes first.
All right.
Just to
Let's.
keep like the
Alright.
continuity.
So,
Yeah.
Let's see. On the previous session, though, sad to say, I kind of disappeared.
Yeah.
I'm mute. On the previous session, though, I kind of
Covered my ears.
sad to say that I kind of disappeared on the most dramatic part, the part where Daddy stabbed the king,
Impaled?
where impaled the king, where Daddy impaled the king, and I was kind of bummed out. But then the day after, I was asking around what happened. The day after, like in real life, I was going around in the chat box, asking, "Yo, guys, what the hell happened? Why is everybody like freaking out?" And Roy filled me in that the king is dead, and Daddy killed him. And why are we calling him Vane or whatever his name is?
We said we wouldn't, and then you just kept doing it, and we're just letting you.
I don't know. I'm tired. My brain doesn't work. Okay,
I just
If it
called
makes
him
you
Daddy
more
for the
comfortable.
ha-has.
If it makes you more
If it makes you
comfortable to call him that,
comfortable,
we're
try
not gonna
using Daddy.
we're not gonna stop you.
I just called him
Anyways,
Daddy for the
yeah.
ha-has. I'd call him
Yeah.
Father normally.
The father.
The father, call him the father. And honestly, when I heard about it, when I kind of learned about the details, personally, I was really, really pissed because the first thing that went into my mind was, God damn it, if Victor was there, they might have had a chance. The king probably would still be alive. And I guess that's what kind of spurred the way I roleplayed Blaze in that solo part, because everybody was doing their own thing, and for Blaze went to the only place that was familiar to him, and some place that he kind of felt like nobody would be going to, which is the manor, the place that we were staying, the Griffin Hole Manor, I think. Something.
The
like
Griffin
that.
hole sounds real.
The Griffin Hole, not hole. My God, why are you guys? You guys are putting words in my mouth. I don't like it anymore. I quit.
Because sabi na ikaw yung nagsabi, yan lang yung narinig ko.
Oh my God. Anyways, Blaze went over to that part over there, to the manor, and that's where he kind of thought to himself, he's always heard about this Victor person. While he was having this extremely sad moment, it's like he felt like somebody was comforting him. Looking up, it's looking around him, it's like an image of a red-haired guy in gray cloak, in gray robes, giving him a hug. And normally it would give somebody hope, but for Blaze, it's like he's an imposter or something. He's in the shoes of somebody else, and that's where the line came from. He was wondering if Victor was there, not him, how would things would be extremely different, and that's like his mood for most of the session. And honestly, I'm probably gonna give it, I can say it here, that during the end fight, where after the funeral, when everybody was left alone, it was just the group, it was just the Redeemers, we found a, what do you call that? There was somebody doing a peeping Tom on us. Somebody was spying on us, and my conjured familiar found where it was coming from. So we gave chase, which ended up in an alleyway. And it turns out, the major plot twist for the session was that this one person that we were suspicious about actually had an evil twin, and it's that evil twin doing the sussy stuff. And
the plot twist,
that
evil twin.
The evil twin. And well, thing was, the evil twin was casting a lot of high damage spells.
Mm.
And
There.
once again, it's like there's this feeling that if for Blaze, once again the feeling is even more reinforced. You know, if he
Yeah.
wasn't there and instead if Victor was there, how different would things be?
Aw.
Wind chimes wouldn't be
Knocked out.
unconscious. There wouldn't be, what was it? Wind chimes wouldn't be unconscious. And the twins wouldn't have escaped with that spell. That I forgot what spell it was. I think it was thunder step. Yeah, it was thunder step.
Yeah.
They'd still be there, and you know, it's being a bit more. It's getting more frustrating for Blaze. Yeah. Our angsty boy now. God.
Yeah.
I mean,
And Roy, do you have anything to add on like the battle on the part of like the evil twin on Wind Chimes as POV?
I think Wind Chimes would feel a bit. I think he would feel like he let the party down. While I can easily blame it on Zep and his fucking exhaustion usage, Wind Chimes did not manage to figure out the message that Dr. Nero sent him, which even after decoded was highly cryptic.
still pretty cryptic, yeah.
So Dr. Nero just wanted to like caution either Wind Chimes, or maybe he knows that Wind Chimes is with the group, so he wanted to caution everyone that something sussy is going around. So I think Wind Chimes would feel like
Why can't he just like say it right away and not give you a freaking begonia? You know?
Yeah, he just gives you a random flower and it's like you should
Yes.
totally know what this flower means.
you know why?
You are my student, then.
You,
should.
you know why? Because I think I made him that way.
Oh,
I made him
Alright.
that way. He was like one of those like part of the backstory. I made Nero, not the name. I just said like Wind Chimes needs like a master or something. Taught him, obviously. And he's one of those eccentric dudes.
I
Not
see.
gonna. I was like, and it ended up like that. So I was
Who
like,
isn't
fuck.
eccentric in Azaria at this point?
That's true. Y'all are weird, but that's what makes you guys fun to watch. So
Like aside
Yes.
from being like blasted, I think Wind Chimes would feel down that he.
Yeah, everybody's
Again,
just-
aside from like not being able to warn the team, I think Wind Chimes would. Yeah, he'd feel like baggage siguro at that moment because
Aw.
like he held everyone back, didn't he? Yeah,
Oh.
so instead of being able to like catch the both of them, catch the evil twin, they had to help Wind Chimes up. So I mean, as a player, mathematically, they won't be able to reach the guy because, again, the
You know.
exhaustion. But Wind Chimes didn't know that.
Exhaustion.
But
The players
Wind Chimes
do. But
didn't.
the players do.
The players knew that.
the players can get angry at the DM, but Wind Chimes cannot.
The players knew that because of the exhaustion and the half movement speed, they would not be able to catch up to the evil twin. But Wind Chimes felt like he held them back to some extent, I guess.
Yeah. God, everyone's angsting. I feel bad. Like everyone's like blaming themselves.
Yeah, and we're being played by the DM. We're playing into his trap. He has
Everyone's
us
blaming-
where he wants us to be. We were talking to Zep like he's a really bad guy, but no, guys.
No,
that's
Kuya Zep's great.
Zep,
He's
we
just
love
got a
Zep.
way of DMing that can make
It's
people
just-
very invested, but also like emotionally
Yeah.
invested can mean violent reactions occasionally.
It's like
Yeah.
it's like a car crash happening in slow motion, and you don't want to watch away. You don't want to look away. Yeah, I don't know. That's how I feel. Anyways,
Wait.
that's a very extreme reaction, but yes.
I mean, how I
That's how
feel about it is if I wasn't getting upset about it, it means I don't care about it.
Yeah, right. That's
So
some. That's
I highly care about the 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 story, wind chimes, and the party. Wind chimes especially. He's obviously my character. He's like, I don't know. He's grown on me despite being just, oh, I want to make a crow because crow. I want to make an I want to. Oh shit! Because I was like, I want to make an Aracrocra because crows are cool, and I read up that there are no crow Aracrocras because there's kinkus, and I was like,
there's Kenkus. Yeah.
okay, I'll make a kinku then. Despite being a, oh, I just wanted Winchams to look cool, like Plague Doctor Crow look, like
Yeah.
the image of 18th century death. Is the party's healer. I just wanted that kind of.
It is a very nice image. It looks very I wouldn't say ironic because like plague doctors were healers to begin with, but like it just looks cool. Also at the JC says in chat I should use exhaustion on Zep when he plays my one shots.
Do it.
Yeah.
Do it. But only to him, not to the other players, just him.
Please.
Yeah, just him. It's like Zep, your character just ran back and forth for no particular reason. Now he has like
your
five.
character knows not to sleep.
Your character couldn't sleep because the party member next to him was snoring really loud. Your character could not sleep.
Your character now has level 3 exhaustion. What?
Over one night.
Oh god. But yes, you guys were kind of already like partially mentioning this, but role playing as these two characters in particular, because you mentioned like, oh, you role play Blaze a certain way, and Roy also role plays Wind Chimes a certain way. Both of these characters, one's mute, the other can't say anything of his own volition.
I'm not.
Not really own volition, in his own words, you could say.
Yeah, in his own. He can speak when he wants to speak. Yeah, that's not the right word for it. He can speak other people's words.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Like Bumblebee from Transformers. I can't do that, sadly.
We need a soundboard for that.
Yeah.
Do it. No, that would be hard. I mean, I tried to do it over like spare time. I was like, let's try turning a MIDI keyboard into a like soundboard or something. And I tried it, and I was like, I can't do this. It's like to do it that fast, where while recording the audio of the like
live,
all the live, like all the audio, and just cutting it up like that into like just certain words. Oh, that's difficult.
Yeah. Also, apologies if the music just went quiet. The bot just decided to leave.
Why is that? Well,
I don't know, but
the bot's had enough.
The bot's tired. No, hopefully that'll get fixed in a bit. We can try again later.
Right.
But yeah. So back to like the role playing. Since the characters are both have rather unique ways of communicating, let's say. How do you play that? Especially if you have like tips for players who haven't played that. Because I'm scared. I'm terrified of playing characters like that. Like, I want to be a smart ass.
Whose actions are whose actions are the ones that do the talking, I guess. Personally, I think I've actually had a history of those sorts of characters, because the second ever character that I made in D&D was actually something like that. She was a wizard, an abjure wizard, nicknamed Quiet, because she would not speak. I even chose like most of the spells that she would use were
non-verbal.
Yeah, ones that didn't have verbal.
Yeah, because I was gonna ask, that's kind of a problem with like mute spellcasters, right?
Yeah.
Like not every DM will allow the disappearance of like a verbal element.
Yeah. Or those sorts of things. But anyways, for me, for me, the way that I would play it is play those sorts of characters is first off have a I would first off get a general idea of what sort of person that character is. They may be quiet, but that doesn't mean that they're shy or they're it doesn't necessarily mean they're shy or they're withdrawn or that they avoid people. Sometimes characters, despite not speaking, they're still like at the forefront of where the action is or where the social interaction is. It's just that they don't speak. So once you get that idea of what that character is, now once I get that idea, I put myself in those shoes. So in the character's shoes. So this is kind of easy for me because back then, before the Great Plague happened, when we were playing D&D, we would be we would gather at this cafe at some cafes, and that's where we would play D&D. The thing is, I did not really know how to describe what my character was doing. So what I would do is that I would actually act it out. It's like instead of saying, because now here in the virtual tabletop, it's like a lot of times you have to say that the barkeep stumbles around as he's carrying the drinks towards you the party. But then back then, before when we were still having face-to-face games, it's like I would actually act around and all right, so which one ordered the I would actually act it out because I already had that idea of how certain people would act. I could then I just need to translate that into words. So in this case, in a lot of cases here, for example, Blaze, what he would do is that he would I first imagined an example for the situation wherein we were walking towards walking amongst the crowd as we were entering the party. Immediately, my first thought is, okay, so what's Blaze's reaction to this? He doesn't like crowds because that's his personality. Now I imagine him. It's like he has his hands close to him. He looks around. And then he tries to slink away, be part of the crowd, and that's when I tell Zep. So, Blaze now looking around, he just decides to disappear from the party, and not have anybody get his not become the not catch anybody's attention. So there's that. Now, for the more the times where the attention is on you, it's like the spotlight is on you and not on the team. This is actually the time where you can be a bit more introspective, or at least you can think even a lot more. All right, what is this character supposed to do in these sorts of situations? Is what I do is that I actually speak out what the character's thought process is, because it gives not only yourself, also the audience, like a better idea on why he's doing this. Because if I were just to say, as I go inside the manor, I immediately hit the pillar. It's a bit
out of left field.
Yeah, it's kind of out of left field. But then when you preface it with shake in Blaze's mind, he is having a maelstrom of emotion, and he does not know how to react to it. That's what I said. That's what I said, mind you. And oh yeah, you were muted. You guys were muted, I think, when that happened. Were you? I don't even remember. But whatever. Yeah. And Blaze was having these emotions go through him, and that's why he raising up his bow staff. He wanted to hit the pillar, but then something was letting him. It's like, those sorts of things. Actually saying what your character is thinking about can help you like go through the motions of playing as a character who doesn't really talk too much, because if it's not their mouth that's doing the talking, it's their brain. So yeah.
Yeah, that's honestly really interesting because mute characters are hard to get a read on a lot of the time, and yeah, it is a good idea, I think, especially if you're playing like a telepathic character, it would project even more, so it makes sense that your party knows about your thought process.
Yeah.
So that'd be cool. A mute Kalistar.
So that's why a mute Kalistar. That's pretty neat. So yeah, even in media, in TV shows, even in some characters who cannot speak or are very limited, who have very limited vocabulary, Hodor. You can see what their thoughts are or the way their character is just by seeing the little ways how they react. Seeing how they react to the little things. How they ready their weapons, how they carry themselves in certain situations which are not necessarily dangerous, and so on and so forth. So yeah, that could also be a sort of like reference for you whenever you're trying to play as a character who doesn't really talk too much.
Yeah, interesting. Now I want to make a mute character, but I don't think I can handle it for now because I'm too much of a smartass. I need to talk too much. God damn it. But I mean,
there's a certain joy in like limiting yourself.
Yeah. It's speaking of limiting oneself.
Limited vocabulary.
So, Roy, I believe we asked this the last time you were on Azaria as well, but how is it like playing a Kenku? And do you have any tips for anyone who might also want to play a Kenku?
Oh, damn. My views on role-playing wind chimes have changed a lot. Actually.
Really? In what? In like a positive?
I don't. In a positive way. I don't think I remember how I don't think I remember how I described how I role-play wind chimes the first time I was on, but like I said a while ago, and as a let's face it, as a hobbyist musician with a very small budget, I like to say limitation breeds creativity. So you are given the space to work, and it's up to you how you want that to work. And so regarding wind chimes, I think I've been too hard on myself the first few times. While the first session, which sadly wasn't aired, the first session was what still to this point I would consider the truest form of roleplay for wind chimes, in my opinion. It kind of burdened me a bit too much as a player, especially since this is my first campaign. Yeah. So I don't think you should be listening to my advice in the first place. Anyway, so I've been a bit more lax with the Kenku rules. I mean, it's a game in the end, so I don't care what you guys say if it's not Kenku or not.
Yeah.
So my basic thought process for background wind chimes, usually I would I think similar with Ace, who plays Spade, she would say this when wind chimes is not the focus. Wind chimes would usually act like me and just probably fade into the background or something. I think I don't know if it's a good idea, but for me, I think it serves two purposes. Just fading into the background. First, it streamlines the game. If you have, I don't. Not to say that that small role play isn't bad, but it helps move the story along.
Mm-mm.
If if not everyone is saying, "Oh, I want to, I want to, I want to get, I want to get this thing and move it there," like which don't serve any intrinsic
Yeah, especially in
purpose
a
for the story.
party as big as
Yeah,
this
so
one.
yeah, so I kind of like step back. So that's first, it streamlines the game, and second, it highlights the important things that happen. Like again, if you're not the focus, I don't think you should be. Hey, I'm going to get a drink from the fridge. And like his father died, and like I'm gonna get a drink from the fridge. No, that's not a good
Yeah.
idea. So
Yeah.
wind chimes would usually fade into the background most of the time until it's his time, which fucking zip. I think it's my guesstimation. If it's not within the within if it's not, it feels like after like 4 or 5 more sessions, because Zep has been like fucking sliding like uh like reading between the lines. Zep has been sliding wind chimes more into the story, like he was sliding Aster in the first part. So
Yeah.
I was like, fuck, why is wind chimes going like this? So anyway, so that's basically the not focus during action. Then during like combat, I think I like, while I try to flavor like Dudes does flavor really well,
Oh,
thanks to his experience, I guess. I'm not that experienced, and wind chimes can't really do that much anyway, aside from hitting with a stick. So I guess that's my that's my so I try to like, so while combat can be fun, like certain combat can be a bit tedious, especially like if we're just fighting chickens or something. For
The
example.
rabbits. The fire
like,
rabbit.
Yeah, like
oh
that.
god,
So
the fire rabbits.
I try to give flavor to wind chimes, but not too much. It overpowers, and it slows my thinking down if I try to flavor it too much, which will in turn slow down the game, which I try not to do. When when wind chimes is in the spotlight, rather, I'm rather, yeah, again I said I'm rather lax with the Kenku rules.
Yeah.
I've read a few stuff online, which some people are really harsh on Kenkus, and like that kind of turns. Well, I tried to do something like that again in the first session. It kind of burdens me. So what I would usually do is, first I would like to think of what I want to say. Right. Unlike, like, I'm fortunate enough that unlike Blaze, I can talk in a
Yeah.
sense. So I would think of what I would like to say. So let's get an example, like hello there, the line hello there, and I would place that word in. No, not hello there. Fuck. Something more commonplace, like, yeah, like, I would like to purchase this, something like that. I would place it in Wind Chime's story, backstory rather, of where who would most likely to hear that. I mean, it isn't that's which leads to one thing. I mean, like, so he probably heard it in a market or something. So where would he hear it from, and what's Windchime's status in life? So what kind of market which where he would hear this? So he would probably, and his hometown. So he would probably hear it from a fish market near the shore or something. So that's where I would get the word, like I would like to purchase.
Yeah.
But since I would like to purchase does not sound very commoner market, I would have to change it just to sound a bit more commoner. And that goes also for the more serious topics, like especially if it's regarding the Emerald Undead. I mean, there are only a few people where wind chimes could hear the Emerald Undead from. It's from the doctor, and it's from the few people who work with the doctor. Uh, I don't know why I don't like using the doctor's voice. I don't know. No, because like what I said a while ago, the doctor is very cryptic in a sense. So it's hard to use his words.
But also
which would sound like
in lore, right? You can kind of say that wind chimes maybe doesn't imitate his mentor a lot because he might view it as mockery.
I don't know. I don't think wind chimes would think that. But I don't know. I have to give justification somehow. It's hard to
Yeah.
use it, but it's hard to use wind chimes mentor because of how cryptic it sounds. Probably he might start using it a bit more if the need arises. Since I can probably say this, yeah. Since the doctor's focus was mostly on the rumors of the Emerald Undead. So general medical stuff or general knowledge would usually come from the other people who work with the doctor, like like normal, like the other like assistants and other colleagues of the doctor. But especially regarding the undead, it's mostly going to be maybe about the doctor. I mean, more common words again. You I have to like think I have to put myself in Wincham's shoes again. Like probably a bit more than others. I don't know if I'm right in saying that, but like even a small conversation with the group, I would have to sit. I would have to think for a bit of again what he would want to say, and let's say you want to go to his house. Like you want to play. Do you want to play like that? So wind chimes I would have to think again, like where would wind chimes hear that? He would probably hear it outside his house with the kids running in the street like that. So and in turn I would have to make it sound like a kid and like yeah, yung mga ganon. Like general things like common adventure lines. That's pretty easy because you can only hear it from the few adventures, and considering that wind chimes again, he has been around even in the content we are now. I think that it puts less of a burden on Kenku players if you think of it that way. That what would he have heard rather than what he has heard already? Because it's pretty hard. I tried to do that for the first few sessions. I would write down what everybody was saying. I was like, oh, I might use this. Oh, I might use that. Oh, that.
No, that's really tedious.
You end up forgetting about that. Whatever you wrote down, you forget about it. Like how to say it, who said it, what that. So I think it's easier like that, I guess.
Yeah. Because I was watching this well, actually, no, I don't watch it. But I know there's this campaign on like YouTube, and one of the main cast is like a Kenku, and there seems to be a lot of speculation that the player has fallen out of love with the character because of the stress that comes with playing a Kenku. And I think, yeah, if they were a bit lighter on the idea that Kenkus have to repeat things like what maybe the Kenku has heard in the past, I think if they were a bit lighter on that, it would be a little more fun to play a Kenku.
So I think
Like-
that's what really the Wizards of the Coast, the authors had in mind when making that character.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's a game,
Yeah.
If you don't
Why
enjoy
play
the
it?
game,
Why
what's
play
the
it when you're not having fun?
Yeah, it's like the Kenku is less so supposed to be a memory game and more so supposed to be a mockery kind of character. Maybe like if
What
you're
can I
playing
do with
a
these
gag
voices?
type of Kenku, you can mock your teammates, stuff like that. If you're, that kind of thing, like an experiment with voice acting for some, etc.
Experiment. Why thank God. I don't know that shit. It's like my legit first session. I thought it would be easy. I was like, oh look. I was like, see, I'll play a Kenku and let's try playing a Kenku and then be like, okay. Every Sunday I act stupid in front of my friends. That's okay. Then apparently Zep was like, hey, let's stream the game. Okay. So now every Sunday I act stupid in front of the internet. Shit.
I mean, it's fun, I guess. Still,
I mean, it is fun. I'm learning, I guess.
yeah. I think
I don't know.
I think all the Azaria players and even the DM can safely say they're having fun, and a lot of the viewers as well. I know a lot of the viewers are invested as well in how these characters' arcs will go. And I am too. I really hope, I say this each and every time, I really hope none of you die.
Oh,
I don't
only
want
one way to
Wind
find
Chimes
out,
to-
right?
I don't want Wind Chimes to die. Fuck, man. I
Yeah.
feel sad. No,
like-
I legit feel sad. Oh my god.
I was there for a lot of character creation sessions, and when I was organizing Kuya Zep's notes, I got a peek at the other characters as well, and I'm like, there's so much thought into each and every one, and I'm just here like, well, if they die,
No, 'cause like Zep
write
said
a
it was
story.
Zep said it was like a serious campaign, so I was like, let's do this seriously. Kinda.
Let's be kind of serious.
I mean, it's a
Nice.
D&D game, how serious can it get at points? They're still gonna have its gag moments.
God, if like Wind
The-
Chimes dies, my next character, I'm gonna bring out Big McLarg Hugh again. My dwarven paladin is named
Oh.
Big McLarg Hugh.
Is he your backup in case Wind
No,
Chimes bites the
he's
dust?
my gag character.
Oh my god. Inject
wants-
some funny haha into this clown
wants-
game.
He's my dwarf who wants to prove that he's big. That's why he chose the biggest
Oh.
armor, the biggest shield.
Oh,
Oh,
same.
bless.
And that's why his
Oh,
name is Big McLarg Huge.
Oh god. Oh no.
Oh
I
my
mean, I
God.
think he would be funny in Azaria. Like all the characters are done very seriously. There's not a single gag character in the lineup. So if there's just one randomly, I think it's gonna be really funny.
Oh,
The
God.
return
I
of
hope it doesn't get to
Duolingo.
that.
I hope so too, because I want to see everyone's arcs like reaching completion. I think.
I want to. And there will be a point where I can say I can die now. But today is not it.
I've done my mission. My purpose here is done. I can die now in the next session. Kill me now,
Oh
Zep.
god, my arc is over. Might as well just go. Oh god, that sounds so sad. No. I want to see everyone make it to like the ultimate BBG, and then you guys like kill God or something.
Oh my god. Like, how far off is that going to be? 2 years?
We
Yeah,
started
like a
off.
year
We started off
minimum.
killing goblins, mind you.
Oh,
Remember
that's
that.
so
Actually, we
ridiculous.
did.
We were clearing out a goblin cave, and we got thrust into this.
Goblin Cave And then
Yeah,
like
it's set up.
yeah, but that was when it was just you and Ace and me as a guest NPC. Um, the actual time you all fought together was the big thing at
The
Hollow.
fire.
The big fire lady. The big fire lady.
The
It was
big
our
fire.
destiny to fight the stupid plot.
Yeah.
And kill Mario.
Yeah, Mario died. Everything was grim. Everything was
Mario
dark.
is canonically dead in Azaria.
Mario is dead.
Mario.
Yeah.
He is now succeeded by his brother, Luigi Mario.
Who might also be dead.
Who might also be dead. Because they did say Hollow Part has fallen, and we don't know what that means for a lot of the NPCs. Guyuzep, please don't tell me my NPCs are dead.
Anyways, from at the JC, you start out as a gag character and end up being a serious one.
I mean, that was what happened to me with like one of my other characters, the Owlin, who I affectionately named Duolingo.
Oh god.
Like it's supposed to be a gag character.
Oh man. Yeah, because from my experience, seeing how campaigns go, usually it's the ones where everybody starts off as really serious. You know, they're making Gimli, they're making, essentially the Fellowship of the Ring. Then in the end, they're doing the most. They're doing the most hilarious
It's always
crap
the
stuff.
gag characters that turn serious, and the serious that turn gag.
And then there's another group who just make ass clown face or something like that. Shooty McFace, something like that.
Did you say asthma clown face?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just pulling out names.
Character named Asthma.
and then they end up being the most serious one. They're having the most.
Air Genasi named Asthma.
Yeah, and they end up having the most drama, being the most. Please go without me. Those sorts of stuff. Honestly, I've seen those sorts of things evolve in real time. This is like a really wonderful phenomenon. I don't know what's going on with it, but yeah, I do believe that's what really happens.
I would not be able to take drama seriously if that happens. Leave me alone! No! But Shooty McFace! Shooty McFace, you don't have to do this! It must be done to save the whole party. But what about you, Shooty McFace?
Just know this, asthma clown face. I always loved you. Shooty, no!
It could be the most dramatic moment.
No,
but
I
if you
really
give them
wanna-
Shooty McFace and
I
asthma
really would just
clown.
want to have like a party full of like it's the most serious one-shot / campaign, and it's just the stupidest names. Oh my god.
Oh, just imagine. And you do a try not to laugh challenge, and you all take shots when you do.
Oh my god. That sounds like an Azaria special, really.
Like a dying dragon lays at your feet and it's like, what is the name of the hero who has defeated me? My name is Dick Butt.
Drink to that.
Oh my god. Oh no. This is fine.
This is fine.
Parang nahilo ako dun eh. But yes, gag characters are still fun and still valid, even in serious campaigns. Cause like you said, we see them evolve real time. Like I believe, not the site Critical Role, but Critical Role, I believe Sam Riegel's first bard character, the gnome bard, was supposed to be a joke character, and then he got invested, and it's like, I think that's just the thing about D&D. Like, you get invested without really noticing, cause like, even if you're in like say a really bad campaign, like just the personal attachment you have to your character, even if they're named Dick Butt, already kind of makes you more
That's funny, dick butt.
And yeah, you know, it kind of already makes you more invested because you poured time and effort into making this character, and they're probably stupid backstory, but still a backstory, and like, you know.
Just
So I think
Just imagine
First name
playing a
Dick,
campaign so long that you
You
get
stuck with the
desensitized to the word dick butt.
The name.
his
The
first name
dick
is
butt.
Richard, and his last name is Butt.
Richard Buttcock.
Or dick butt.
You can call me Dick Butt.
Oh my god, I'm never gonna get Holy shit! Okay, I need to breathe.
Oh god.
Now I have to make a cleric named Shamalama Ding Dong or something.
Something like that, right?
Oh my god.
No.
And they shalabat! I don't
Oh,
want to
God.
do this anymore. Maybe now that's a sign we should go on a quick break.
Let's laugh it off. Let's laugh it off, guys. Please take his eyes.
We'll get rid of all the laughter and see you guys in a bit.
We'll see you in a bit, ladies and gentlemen.
God.
Oh god.
Oh,
I have to go to
God.
like the restroom or something.
Yeah.
alive and no longer laughing.
Yes.
Are we?
Well,
That's on you. That's on
Alright,
you.
that's
That's on
on
you.
That's on
welcome
Sorry.
back to Ask Azaria. Like we said, we used the break to help ourselves stop laughing. But yeah, so we're going back to our two characters with us today, which are Wind Chimes and Blaze slash Victor. But yeah, one thing I do want to ask you guys is, you guys are leveling up quite a lot now, and it's becoming more viable of an option to multi-class. Do you guys have any ideas for what your character slash is characters would multi-class do if ever?
Who wants to go first, Roy?
I mean, I can go first.
Alright.
For me, as I don't think I will.
Fair.
I think I will. Because as a monk and as the party's semi-healer, off-healer, frontline healer, so it sounds nice.
Yeah.
Frontline healer. As the party's frontline healer, you could say, I kind of need the key points.
Yeah, you
And
need the monk level.
I need the monk. I need the monk levels. And since the DM Zep said that we might get the 17, 18.
Oh yeah, he really
I
would
want
does.
to get like a really high
would-
feature.
I would really like the 17 skill. I think it would help the party just having a
If I can ask, what is it?
It's wait, I like the name. I like
Alright. While you're looking that up, it is fair though, cause what was it called? Monks need a lot of different stats already. Compared to other classes, they need like Dex, and Wisdom,
Dex
and
and
a little bit of
Wiz.
Con. So it makes sense that you don't go into any other class, especially
that's cool.
stuff that requires non. What was it called? Sorry, Roy.
And so like at 17, my subclass, the Way of Mercy, gets the Hand of Ultimate Mercy,
Oh, there. Yeah.
which allows me to revive any dead character for 5 key points.
Whoa.
But they have to like within 24 hours I can revive
I have
them.
to have
So
died in the past 24 hours.
in the
Yeah.
past 24 hours. So theoretically I can revive 2 people if
But now.
because I can only use it once every long rest. So theoretically I can revive 2 people who died at the same time. I revive one first, I take a nice long rest, and I revive the second guy.
Yeah.
I think just having a really cheap way to revive somebody without spending like a diamond to cast resurrection. I think that would benefit the party in a way.
Especially since I haven't heard you guys get paid in gold yet. Not to my recent memory, at least.
Have we even? Oh yeah.
Have y'all been
Still-
paid? The guy who's supposed to be paying you is dead.
Yes.
Need to point that out. You didn't need to point that out, you know.
I
and
mean,
then.
also, at the JC said, you guys talking about a one-shot, say no more. I think that was when we were talking a while ago in a party full of joke names. A better revivify without material components. Yeah, that's essentially
But
what it
you only have to, I don't know, survive up to level 17.
Yeah, that's the cost of like revivify is
copy.
expensive, isn't it? Like 500
Gold.
expensive
That's still
shit.
pretty expensive. But yeah.
Where does the gold go?
We don't answer sorts of questions. Law of equivalent exchange.
Yeah, you have to pay the death god. You have to bribe the death god into bringing back your friend.
So how does inflation work?
Oh no!
It does say it's 300 gold worth of diamonds, right? So, like, what if the this tiny ass diamond is worth 300 gold? So, yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably that's what it's like. And
Oh,
hi, ate.
Hello.
I just want to say we have been paid.
oh,
We do have. We have been paid. We do have the money. We have like a group fund. Miran has it. We have more than 500. So ideally, Miran can buy 2 diamond worth. So like, because I now have the revivify spell, I just don't have diamonds. I was going to ask my maybe boyfriend and if he could buy me some
Oh,
diamonds.
and then he ghosted
But then
you.
he's not here anymore. So
it
He's
is evil
probably
twin tried
not
to
gonna
kill
be
us.
here in the
Yeah.
future.
he's
Who
not-
knows?
I mean, who knows? You might have like a really complicated enemies to lovers arc with him.
Oh God.
God.
With
Oh
this-
God. I
with
just
the-
need the diamonds, dude.
That's,
Gold
that's some-
digger.
I'm not here for like the love.
Mirin the gold digger. Mirin the gold digger arc.
Yeah. I just need like someone to help me buy diamonds that I will crush to use into a revivify spell. That's all. Speaking of, I wanted to hop in earlier because like you were talking about joke characters, and not that Mirren was a joke character, but I originally envisioned Mirren as a more of a fun character to play, just like a fish out of water. How can I like play this character, the naive character, in the funniest way possible? That's why I kept saying like, "Hail, man of land!" But then suddenly midway, Zep and I wrote down her backstory, and she became serious. So now, no funny characters anymore.
Trauma.
See, exactly the thing that was we were talking about. You know, things that were supposed to be jokes that turned out to be serious.
Yeah, they
It's
have to
like
get
just like even in Victor's case, I was just hell, especially the accent, especially the way that I talk,
right.
because the thing is, I've mentioned this in a few other Ask Azarias before, that I decided to use that sort of accent because usually when we play our games at 9 p.m., my brain already turns off, and that sort of accent like lets me speak the most clear. Like it's like I have to turn into that accent so that I could speak, so I could think clearly, you know, and but now, whenever that accent, whenever Zep tries to imitate that accent, everybody in the group now gets this reaction. It's like, ah, shit.
It's sad, dude. We're just sad.
Yeah.
This dude is gone. Anyway, Cotton, just to clarify the thing about money, we do
You guys
have
aren't
money.
broke. You guys aren't
We aren't
broke.
broke. We've got like
Only
more than
slightly
500 gold.
No, like the individual money.
Individual
No, I think we
money,
can-
we have 255 each.
Damn.
I think we can talk about this like not on stream, but
Yeah.
Guys, check out our Google sheet. We have a Google sheet about
Google
this.
Sheet, yeah, you're right.
We do. Just check it. We have the funds under
no,
that.
because I mean on my character sheet then I have around 250 something. I'm just not sure if we were given more for any other reason.
No, we haven't because we've been getting free stuff instead.
Oh,
Like we could shop anywhere in the kingdoms and not pay.
damn.
Yes.
Yeah, we're on the
We're on that.
we're on the king's stipend. Let's go.
Yes. That's
Oh,
why I
really?
want
we're using the
babies.
taxpayers' money.
I
This
just
is
want
what
to buy diamonds, dude. I want Mirren to have like a knuckle duster that's like made of diamonds, so like, I can just like
Okay.
bling.
crush one whenever I
Yeah,
whenever I revivify. Cause Zep is the component pouches, dude.
yeah,
Zep
come on.
doing that midway was
Oh
what
god.
a pain. What a
I just,
pain.
I just realized that that's something that I'm gonna have to get used to if Victor comes back.
No. How
Yeah.
dare you say it if.
Yeah.
I mean, do
Say
you guys
what?
want to tackle this now while the JC's here? Do you
But
guys what do you guys think is happening to Victor right now? And do you think he's alive? And do you think you'll
time
be
to
able to
put
get him
on the
back?
tinfoil hat,
My
ladies and
tinfoil
Tinfoil
hat
in his hand.
was my tinfoil hat theory was Victor is still with us. Because we just thought the Victor's soul was in like a thing in a gem with Vane with Daddy. Hmm. With Aster's daddy. But
Kaya,
now
kaya yun.
my tinfoil hat is like because he's always showing up wherever Blaze is, right? So I
Yeah.
feel like his soul instead is in Blaze's stone
breach.
brooch, yeah.
Mm.
Or like for a while there I thought what if it's in Aster's eye? I don't know. Like,
Oh, that's super tinfoil.
it's super tinfoil hat. That's why I prefaced it as tinfoil hat.
I mean, at least everyone's keeping the hope up that he's alive and that you guys
Yeah.
can get him back. Because if you really can't, that's just gonna be really sad.
It wouldn't be out of left field for Zap
Mm.
if that turns out to be the case.
But also, Ace's words, Victor's not gone, guys. We'll
We'll
get
get him
him
back.
back. And dude said something that Victor might not, and Ace said, dudes, how dare? Coming from you?
All right, so this is an NDA that I'm willing to break in fear of
Oh shit,
Zep shooting me in the back of the head. No, but no. I don't think it's really an NDA because it's for me. It's a bit of speculation as well because there are a few things that I also am in the dark about certain things. That's already an NDA break right over there, an NDA break and a half. But anyways, it's really strange. It's a really strange thing when Victor's soul got snatched away from him because Victor's soul is no longer there. His body is still here. However, the strange part is he has memories of both. He has memories of both his childhood from the monastery, and not only that, but also his experiences with Blaze Rivendra. The thing is, those two things are like the two most powerful like memories that he has, other than his own identity. The thing is, what I remember from, the thing is when I was making Victor, I think I've also kind of mentioned that already before. That Victor when he was starting off before he became the part of the War Council, he was struggling with his own identity. He was trying to make his own identity. And it's because of those two extremely powerful memories where his current identity is, where he's pulling his current identity from. Now, his soul is gone. Now it's, all that stuff. So yeah, it's like from the absence of his own soul, those two memories, core memories, like rushed in to fill in that void. Now we have, this current rogue with us. But yeah, I should sleep with one eye open. Zep's probably gonna shoot me
The
in the back,
sniper rifle's gonna.
like pew pew. Oh, okay. There we
Sorry,
go.
that's my bad.
So, yeah, Roy, you have any tinfoil hat moments here?
If we're talking about Blaze and Victor, I think my Kingdom Hearts theory still stands.
Oh
for
God,
me.
just what?
Blaze is Victor's nobody. So basically, Blaze is Riku, and Victor would be Sora. And then they'll meet again, and then
Isn't Sora's nobody Roxas?
yeah. You know what? This is not
You
what I
said
said.
Riku.
Ay, Riku tuloy. Roxas, yes. Roxas. So Blaze is Blaze is Roxas, and
Victor with an X.
Victor with a Sora. Victor would be Sora. And so since the nobodies are like the husk of a person, you could say, essentially, they would still contain feelings and emotions of the original person, despite not being that person.
And you're right.
But there's an implication that because like Blaze has his own flashbacks that aren't Victor's memories.
Exactly, diba? Like
That
Roxas.
implies he's not really a nobody, but he's really
No,
just
but
a separate dude.
yeah, but Roxas had flashbacks like that in like fabricated
There are a lot of
flashbacks, like
questions that you're gonna be asking for
diba, when they were eating sea salt ice cream on top of the tower, that was a fake memory.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's Kingdom Hearts lore, but
No.
essentially we're implying.
Do we know if Zep has played Kingdom Hearts recently? Because he does get ideas from media that he consumes.
Yeah,
Oh,
right. But also, to be fair, I've never played a single Kingdom Hearts game, and I know about this part of Kingdom Hearts lore.
Weh, this is like the most complicated shit. And you know this?
Exactly why I stopped following Kingdom Hearts. No.
my brothers played like this is more of an anecdote, but my brothers played the one on the PS2, and I always watched them play, so I knew a bit of lore from there, and then I just kind of picked up some of the pieces. I don't know the shit about like Aqua. I don't know about that.
Oh,
shit,
hey.
but I know about like the
Oh,
nobodies.
here.
Okay.
Here.
Hey.
The
More people
second,
join in.
more Kingdom Hearts person here.
More
No, okay.
tinfoil hats.
Okay, so I had a conversation with Zuck
Oh god.
just last night about Kingdom Hearts, and
Oh shit.
he doesn't understand it.
Okay, so let's time the...
Yeah.
Hey,
Well, the theory
no,
has been debunked.
no, but my theory still stands. It's something like
Something
Yeah,
like
it
that.
could be of the sort. Like, it's not
Something like
impossible for him to have come up with it on his own.
Yeah, true.
I mean, there's a saying also that nothing is. There's a saying.
There's no original idea.
There's no original
There's
idea.
no original idea. Nothing exists in a vacuum. Everything.
So I like to think it's something like that. And then when they meet again, like both of them meet, they'll like touch hands or in something, and then like Blaze, despite being his own person, will disappear in some
So what happened to the real
some
place
mellow-
then?
some
But
Yeah,
melodramatic
that's
shit.
always
Yeah,
always
Roxas,
the question
Roxas
to
goes
me.
away. Roxas goes away because like the thing is like just to get like you a gist of basically Kingdom Hearts 2. Basically, the Kingdom Hearts 1, Sora found like the door to darkness, and then
Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse shit.
God, that's so weird.
Yeah. It sounds stupid when you say it out loud. So Sora with Mickey Mouse finds the door to the darkness, and basically Mickey goes in so that Sora doesn't get lost. And basta that's the point, and then Sora is isolated in a sense. And then
No.
Kingdom Hearts 2 is you start as not Sora despite being Kingdom Hearts. You start as Roxas, who you think is his own character in a sense. He is his own person. He is also like a Keyblade wielder. He does stuff that Sora does, but he is his own person, and you just fight. And then strange things happen in his town, which leads him to a strange mansion where he discovers that he is actually not real in some sense. That he is real, he is physical, but he is not real as he thinks he is. And then he finds Sora in the mansion, and then he releases Sora essentially, and then they touch hands like that, and then Roxas says, Kasi it was in the middle of I think summer vacation. They were getting money because they wanted to go somewhere. So you run around doing like basic RPG errand shit and fighting. So and Sora, like Roxas finds Sora and then they touch hands and then Roxas says, "I guess my summer vacation's over." And then after that sequence, you stop being Roxas and you start playing as Sora once more. It's some weird shit, man.
Dude.
Welcome back, guys.
Okay. Let me just clear things up, right?
Yeah, go. I'm trying to
The end of-
explain it in less than like an hour.
Okay.
Bro.
Basically, at the end of Kingdom Hearts 1, Sora becomes a Heartless
Yeah, I
yeah,
know
yeah,
that.
to save Kairi, right? So
Yeah, he
from
becomes
that
a little
point
shadow
on,
bitch.
from that point on, where
No,
he's
like
isolated and everything, comes Roxas.
Yeah, because you get a nobody when you
Yeah,
become
yeah.
a heartless. Why is this
Yeah.
become
no, wait lang. Just wait to clarify lang din. Like when a person, like there is a heartless and there's like nobodies. Like so heartless are basically the
monsters?
the soul of a person, you could say. Despite being called heartless, they're like the soul given form. And nobodies are basically like the husk of the body that has become. Kasi the soul has the heartless and the nobody. So basically, Sora turns into a heartless,
and then
to
Roxas
save
is
Kairi.
nobody. Yeah.
So Roxas is the nobody.
Zap better not be listening to all this.
Comes in Kingdom Hearts 2, where you play as Roxas. It starts off actually being a simulation to get Sora back. So Roxas lives this simulated life in hopes to bring back the memories that Sora has. So once the simulation is complete, Roxas goes back to being who he was in the Organization 13.
Oh yeah, that
And
then
then
clarified shit.
You fight all these things and whatnot, and towards the end, Roxas and Sora finally meet, and they touch hands, and Roxas disappears.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh yeah.
Thing
Guys.
is, the thing is, Blaze is a real person. People have
Yeah.
met him.
That's the thing.
Victor!
Blaze is a real
Victor!
Yeah,
person.
so that means they can't be fabricated unless they were like mass fabricated.
No.
Because Blaze is one of the first people that he's met in the academy, and even part of the war council. And we can even vouch that he does exist because
Yeah, one of
the council
the guys in the War Council knew.
yeah who Blaze is.
Interesting.
And even we even have like concrete evidence that he's real because of the blueprints of the airship. Yeah, so he's not fake.
Which begs the question: what happened to his body?
Yeah, exactly. But that's exactly my question.
Yeah, where is his body?
Where is the real Blaze?
If he's in Blaze, yeah. Where is he? Is it like a fragment of his soul, or
Oh
is
my
it
god,
soul?
this is like Sehanort bullshit, then.
Say a North Nar.
I wouldn't know
Going
what
back
you
to
guys are
Kingdom
talking
Hearts.
about.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah,
Okay,
but-
that's more complicated Kingdom Hearts lore. You don't need to know that.
But what if, okay, going back to the Kingdom Hearts thing, what if Blaze is the Heartless and Victor was the nobody for the longest time?
that's just gonna be extremely sad, and we're gonna be stuck. We're gonna be with Blaze.
Oh, it's Blaze with an X. Blaze X.
Blaze X.
Blaze X.
No, because
Blaze X.
No, because the thing is,
To the
the thing is, everyone in Organization 13 are nobodies. They are 13 highly intellectual nobodies, and all of
And
their names
they're-
have X in it.
They're how it works is they get the name of the original person, they jumble it up, and they add
jumble
an
up
X.
and they put an X.
Oh.
So that's
that's
why
why it's-
Sora has Roxas,
Oh.
and Leia has. Is that how you pronounce his name, Leia? because Axel, and so Blaze with an X, Blaze X.
Oh,
Blaze
that
X.
Blaze X. Blaze.
Lazex.
No,
Lazex.
that does raise a really interesting question. Although,
I'll be
although it does sway me a bit from my theory.
Yeah,
I'd like
what
to
if?
think.
What if?
I'd like to think
Oh,
it's something
I
like
like
that in a sense.
The JC, you're like, all right, there you are.
Yeah. Yeah. What if Victor is the imposter? What if
Us.
Victor is the nobody?
But if
But
Victor
didn't
Mogus.
you guys had a flashback of the
high-functioning
memory?
nobody.
You guys had like a flashback of a memory, right? Wherein they existed at the same point in time, and Victor was Victor and Blaze was Blaze.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they didn't touch hands. That's why they didn't.
But times we were
And Misty
we
had
were
the
holding
JC's
each other's
Kingdom
shoulders
Hearts
like
look.
real men. We were hugging each
Yeah.
other before having to leave. You know.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, you
Okay.
guys need to, but no, it needs to be very specifically touch hands, like gay.
Yeah.
But
Touch hands like that.
This is some Saiyan art bullshit. I don't like
But
it.
yeah, I think that's just enough. Tinfoil hat moment for Blaze for now, because it's really fun that we're talking about this, and now it's just us getting back at Zep for now we have these theories to pressure Zep with.
Yeah, we spent a really long time talking about Kingdom Hearts to drive Kuya Zep off.
You know
Now
what? I feel like Zep hasn't figured it out himself either. Like
Yeah.
he's letting the story kind of
I wouldn't
help
be
him along.
surprised.
Because
Yeah.
not me speaking with experience as a dungeon master, that's like 90%. That's the case.
For me,
True.
like when it comes to like things that are hidden and you don't know how to like do it. For me, I know the end result. It's how they get there that I don't know about.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so maybe he knows what's actually going on, but
just
he's
how-
still working towards getting you guys there.
It's like we're a train running from point A to point B, but then he has to build the tracks right in front of the train as it's going.
Yeah.
Yeah, make it a scenic route too.
Yeah, definitely. Or a bumpy ride, I don't know.
Could be both. Could be both.
But yeah. I think we just went on a really long tangent from
Yeah,
our,
we're still actually at the multi-class question.
Oh,
I mean, at the JC, if you're here, do you?
Would you like? Would you
Yeah,
want to
I
answer
think at the
question?
JC
go back to your question.
All right. So, Blaze. What
Oh,
would
Blaze.
Blaze probably? If you had
okay.
the multi-class, or like, no, would you want the multi-class? And if you would, what?
If Blaze had to
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Toots? Oh no.
Yeah, because we talked about Kingdom
Oh,
Hearts.
oh.
It took like 30 minutes.
I think I died. Oh no, my
Oh,
internet
you're back.
died.
Yeah, no, you're back.
There we go.
You're back.
There we go. Okay. So, if Blaze had to multi-class, I would say that he would not multi-class because that's who he is to a certain extent. And God, yeah, I think that's.
What about
who
Victor?
Blaze- Okay, Victor. Now there we go. That's where I was going at. Victor, I have like two. Yeah, I think two serious ones. One is, all right. Get this. Okay. Get this. Back when we were still in. What was it? When we woke up after being planar transported off into this different continent. What was the place?
White Spire.
White Spire.
No, after that.
Triskine?
Triskine. Yeah, Triskine. Blaze was. God, Victor was getting
Victor.
really frustrated. You know what I told Zep? Zep, if given the chance, Would you let me multi-class into a warlock?
Oh,
A
Hmm.
Sorlock!
Juicy, because like warlocks in Azaria are.
Yeah,
Sir.
Warlocks in
that's
Azaria
how I
are
Sir.
sketchy, man.
that's how I wanted. That's one place that I wanted for Victor to go. But then I had to take a hiatus because of reasons, and and well, it ended up with me going into a comatose. And well, during that hiatus, Zep and I did talk about what would happen. So, and we ended up with currently Blaze. But now the other one would be if Blaze wasn't uh, a pure Stork, he would take a few levels under Fighter,
Yeah.
because that would make a bit more sense, a bit of sense in his background as well, because he did become part of the military, and he would also be somebody on the field. He would spend a lot of time on the field as well, along with the soldiers. And look, there we go. Blessed.
So
Look at
dog.
that.
Sorry, she got dropped off here, and now she's. If you guys hear random noises, that's because she probably started biting the mic. Continue, dudes.
A fighter, because one, that would make a bit of sense as well, and also because during the very 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 first session, oh no, a little cloud wants to fly away. The very very first session is that we did meet a certain character.
Yes.
God, I
That
forgot his
dude.
name. I have his name on a sheet.
Which character?
What was his name?
That dude from the Vermilion
Yeah, that one guy from the Vermilion, the one who attacked us.
was
Back
yes,
in-
who was very
Oh,
very
the one who knocked you
condescending.
out.
Yeah, the one who knocked me out. He was like, "Fight me again when you're stronger," something like that. And yeah, Victor would totally go into that and try to learn how to be a fighter, or at least a better fighter. So yeah, if given even more chances, then I would take an Eldritch levels in Eldritch Knight.
Yo,
It's an Eldritch Knight. So, but
if you were
Yeah.
a warlock, what pack would you get?
whatever,
Whoever
I'm
offers.
guessing
whatever.
warlock that is I guess it's gonna be a homebrewed warlock.
Yeah,
Mm.
because
Yeah.
what I had in mind was something along the lines of either a fiend or a shadow. Was it shadow? Yeah, shadow warlock.
Shadow? Fathomless.
No, it's like, yeah, it's shadow warlock, I believe. Yeah, shadow warlocks are a thing. Sanathar's Guide. You can look that up. The ones
The thing
that's
about it is the thing
Yeah.
about Victor becoming a warlock is that it's so interesting because Victor is a godless man.
Mhm.
And becoming a warlock essentially requires you to believe in something enough that they
power,
would
right?
give you something.
Exactly, because that's how he won. He's so desperate for victory. And I know you guys know that
Hmm.
he wants to he wants some chess pieces to move, and he hates the fact that you're swamped by bureaucracy, by kingdoms being kingdoms, court intrigues. Nobody's actually making a move. You could. I know you guys know that back when
Yeah.
Are you sure there's a shadow warlock?
Yeah, I think it's called the Shadow Warlock.
I don't think so, because shadow
no,
is
it's
a
a
monk.
sorcerer. It's a sorcerer pala.
Yeah, and a sorcerer.
What was it? Oh, I think it was either that I changed it to a Shadow Warlock, a Shadow Sorcerer, or go with a Fiend Warlock. So yeah, or just have, or whatever Aster is having. I'll have whatever Aster.
Whatever Wrestler's having, so like I believe he's a Hexblade.
Oh yeah, Hexblade. So yeah, it's something like that. And yeah, evil Victor is maybe in a what if scenario. What if Victor did turn into a warlock? And that'd be an
Yeah.
interesting thought
Avenger
experiment.
Victor.
Yeah. So yeah, that's it. That's it for my multi-classing.
Fair enough. I mean,
God.
since at the JC's here, would Mirren like to share? Although you kind of already have, I believe, in the past.
I want to multiclass. But I feel like I'm being kind of pulled into multiclassing into a paladin just because I play Mirren like a paladin. Everyone thinks she's a
Yeah.
paladin. She's not. She's a cleric who doesn't. Oh, on that topic, I'm very sorry, wind chimes, that you have to heal more than I do because I do
Yeah,
not
okay lang.
heal as much.
No, it's okay.
Not all
It's okay.
clerics are healing clerics.
It's
Yeah.
okay. No, kasi like, ando naman si Alois.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Alois coming
Louise
in
has
was
been
like a
doing
big
lot of
help.
healing as well.
Mm.
Kasi I have to think about my heals din eh. Because
Mm.
usually my heals is either the first choice or the last choice.
There's no in between. God.
There's no in between. It's
Yeah.
either I heal because I really want to heal, or I heal because that's the only heal.
Mm.
Because
But I
I
do
can't
wanna-
really
yeah.
burn my key points much then eh, kasi they
Mm.
have other functions aside from heal.
Yeah, flurry of blows and stuff.
Like your stunning strike would
Stunning
be like
strike.
more useful
Mm.
sometimes.
That's juicy. Stunning strike.
I do want to multiclass Mirren into something more martial, just because I play her like she is a martial class. So like I was thinking maybe fighter. And then my justification for it lore wise would be like it was so easy for Mirren to be a cleric back in Egna's. But now that she's in the real world, like she figured that being a soft power kind of thing does not cut it in most cases. You have to be a
Whoa.
hard power kind of deal.
What would she subclass into, if ever?
Oh, that's what I don't know.
It
I
could be
haven't
Level
really-
2.
homebrew.
Level 2 for action surge.
That's just it.
I just want to get that extra action and stuff. That's all.
Yeah, but it could be
Yeah.
like homebrew, you know.
Yeah.
You can ask Quizep maybe if he's got any
If I
fighter
asked
subclass in
him,
mind.
he would homebrew for sure. Because I know a lot of his warlocks are homebrewed. He's got like a paladin homebrewed. Yeah. Yeah. That's it for my ideas for Mirren.
Yeah. I'm very interested to see.
What's your little pupper gonna multi-class into?
What are you gonna
The bigger pupper.
The bigger
Wachi?
pupper.
What are you
Multi-class into
gonna
a cat.
multiclass into? Meow.
Meow. If you're
Same
a
meow.
dog, say meow.
Yeah, she's just being a little shit, so I have to keep her here. Anyway. Ah
Yeah.
yes.
Oh, before I go, I do have question.
Oh yes.
Wind chimes. How did it feel to roll those stat saving rolls?
Yo.
Definitely terrifying.
I mean, considering that everyone was trying to douse me in potions,
In heals, yeah.
in potions, the rolls weren't that scary, but they were unexpected.
True, true. Yeah, the terrifying part here is the fact that we're doing negatives.
Yeah, that one was
Yeah,
scary. 'cause you guys
that
got
one
hit
was
by like
that one
uh,
was scary.
you were like a
'cause-
negative 22, was it?
that was a negative 20 something. And Zeb said like straight at the start he was like, "We're doing negatives." I was like, "Okay, we're doing negatives," and then like nothing really so far has challenged our health to that extent where we could
Yeah.
get, like
Yeah.
you could get like that.
It's magic glasses.
Didn't get it.
Thing
So
about wizards,
is-
they hit hard, but they also
Which is pretty sad because our only magic-based nuke is gone.
it's gone somewhere.
Victor, we need Victor back.
Somewhere.
I do have a bone to pick with Zeb about like dying and stuff, because like he never lets me use Spare the Dying.
Yeah.
I don't understand how he like how he
For
as
flavor
the DM.
sometimes. Yeah, he just doesn't let you use it.
Yeah.
Like with Von, I get it because like he was already dead.
For
But
those
with
who are
like
dying.
some of the other things, yeah, if they're just like unconscious, they should be allowed to use Spare the Dying on it. But Kuya Zeph usually just allows. He just wants to like flavor them into dying.
Into dead instead of dying.
Yeah.
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 So
flavor them
I
into
got
dead.
to talk to Zep about like how do you interpret Spare the Dying so
Yeah,
I don't
because as
keep
long as
using
they're
it
not.
and not
Because the
not
thing about
being
Spare the Dying
effective.
is like the whole thing about what happened with you and the one who ate tritons is
Yeah.
Spare the Dying is supposed to stabilize a person, so the whole bring
Mm.
back the death and dying again thing
It's
doesn't.
revivify.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Revivify. You would spend a lot of more money, but that's Revivify. So I mean, I don't know. Kuya Zep's never used Spare the Dying that I can remember.
Yeah, and he hasn't allowed me to use it. I think he only let me use it once in a different campaign, in a
No,
different
it
game.
seems
Like,
that I have
yeah,
disappeared from the face of the earth. Oh, there we are.
yeah, you're back. So anyway, that's it for me. We just like less than 20 minutes into your in your thing.
Yes,
So
absolutely.
bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Oh
But
wow,
yeah, I mean,
what a
it
trip!
is. Yeah, it was a trip. We got into Kingdom Hearts lore today. Damn.
Foil hats, Kingdom Hearts, man, good stuff.
Tinfoil hats, I can't believe. But it's actually dragging on like quite late now. I actually thought I would be ending this a bit early, but it's already like 10:45. Damn.
Surprising.
Yeah.
Surprised tinfoil hat. Yeah.
And I think I may just call it off early for now because I feel like all of us are exhausted.
Not
Like,
only in D&D but also in real life.
yeah, it's the
Fortunate.
IRL quests, man. They get to you.
Definitely.
But despite all of that, I want to thank, of course, everyone for arriving and taking the time to drop by. So Roy, of course, and dudes, and even our technomancer Genshin.
Thank you, G.
Of course.
Absolutely.
And
I happen to be free from my fucking
IRL
events. No,
Yes.
events. Dude, my fucking my gacha game events and shit.
Oh god.
I was free now.
Sooner or later, you're not.
Yeah, it can
Actually,
be like that.
Actually, now they put like new story into FGO, and I kind of have to catch
Oh,
up.
Oh my gosh. So
You're
yeah,
not player.
all the more that we have to like end a bit early. That way everyone can kind of get back to, like I said, IRL quests. Yes, at the JC we have exhaustion points, but in real life, everything I'm rolling is a disadvantage, and I'm somehow still getting nat 20s.
Hey, let's go!
Yeah, I'm
Question
still
mark?
alive somehow.
Barely breathing.
But yeah, once again, thank you so much to Wind Chimes and and to Blaze / Victor for stopping by, and don't die.
Try not to.
I just realized I never asked you for your backup character in case Blaze does die.
That's the thing. I don't have a backup character just
Fair
yet.
enough.
Yeah.
There's
'Cause
no
I
backup
ride
This
or
is the
die.
plan.
You know,
This is the plan.
don't die.
Yeah, just don't die. You know,
you
Who
know,
needs a
objective
backup character?
updated. Survive. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God,
Who needs a backup character? No one's ever gonna need a backup character.
hopefully.
Hopefully, manifesting.
I will see that G if I end up needing a backup character.
If you end up putting the dwarf in, I'm gonna laugh so much. Actually,
No, the thing is we don't want to put him in. But if he does, he comes in.
Yeah, you know, we'll see, because
No,
I
we'll
feel like
see.
it'd be a lot of fun.
We'll not see. There's
We'll
no
not.
backup.
Well, okay, wait. Yes, right. We will not see because Wind Chimes isn't gonna die. That's just not gonna happen. That's true.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how that works.
Right?
Well,
All you have to do is not die. What is
yeah,
this D&D game? It's so easy.
Just
first
survive,
try.
head.
Yeah,
Just don't
what the
die.
hell?
Anyways, that's it, man.
But yeah, in terms of someone to raid, actually, one of my profs is live, so I was thinking let's raid him.
Oh
Alright.
my god.
Yeah, Genshin, I will send the link. Here you go. It's
But for me, this is where I drop off because I still have IRL quests tomorrow.
yes.
And, well,
And
Oh shit. Yeah.
I mean,
do.
you might as well join us in like the farewell on stream. So,
Okay.
goodbye everyone. Stay safe,
Bye.
and we'll see you on Sunday for the actual ask Azaria
For the
session.
actual Azaria sessions, yes.
Yeah.
Thank you
So
very
see
much.
you guys. Bye.
See ya. Bye.
Wing.